Hey everybody, it's me, Martinez-Bateman. I am the CEO of New Coyote Consulting, and it's the Monday update. So I told you, I sort of had a little teaser on Friday that I thought I might have some pretty good news this Monday, and I did on Saturday. I got to hug my dad for the first time in nearly a year and a half. So that felt really, really good. It was just amazing to be able to, we've seen each other, but we haven't been able to hug. We haven't been able to really sit down. We went and found a nice little outdoor spot and ate lunch together. And it was just really, really nice to be able to do that. So that was my big sort of special news. I didn't even get into what the fuck I'm doing here. This is the Monday update. Every Monday I talk about my intentions for the week, and then every Thursday I come back and I tell them how, I tell you, not them, you guys, how those intentions went. I've been sort of going back and forth about what my intentions should be this Monday. I think, another good old standby after weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks of trying to listen to my body, put my needs first, etc. I feel really solid there. I feel really good there, which is such a blessing. I feel like I can sort of move on from trying to center eating and self-care and body-led stuff and focus on some other things that are really helpful for me. So the two I'm sort of thinking about in terms of intentions for the week, and they might both be my intention this week. One is asking for what I need. I'm looking into, I want to be on more podcasts. I want to do more trainings for private companies and private organizations. Those two things have been really rewarding for me, and I just really enjoy doing that work. So, and being more on radio shows and things like that. So getting interviewed and then doing private trainings, I want more opportunities for that. So I'm just putting that intention out into the world. Of course, you can comment or talk to me if you have any leads on that, and I will be reaching out to people I know whose opinions I respect, whose networks I respect for leads on things like that. So just asking for that and being direct in that ask is going to be a big intention for this week. And then the other big intention for this week is thinking about money. I sort of realized last week through a bunch of different conversations with different people, including my coach and my therapist, that I love money. I love talking about money. I love working it out. I love saving it. I love moving it from place to place. I read in a Susie Orman book a long time ago that money is a natural force. And I believe that wholeheartedly. I believe that money is a natural force in our life. If it's not, it symbolizes a natural force. Value and commerce and these things are independent of capitalism. They've existed forever. They're definitely older than our currently super oppressive money situations, and they're definitely older and more enduring than any other oppressive money situations that we as human beings might have been in the past. And also, owing to the fact that I grew up in extreme scarcity, owing to the fact that I started working and paying bills when I was still a very young teenager, I have always had these two extremely weird relationships with money. One, it's this beautiful life force that flows through us all, and I love spending it, and I love choosing where it goes, and I love making it, and it's just almost like it's a creative force, money, right? And then also I have this extremely granular, extremely obsessive, problematic accounting of dollars and cents. Everything is a transaction. Obviously money stuff is a transaction, how much I pay for things, how much I make. But that is always going on in my head. I've always got it. And then of course I account for every transaction and I do a monthly budget breakdown. But I have so much stress over whether or not I'm bringing in enough money versus taking it out. And that exists independent of the reality of my money situation. I have enough income. I can have enough income, enough money. I can have more and more and more. And my brain is still thinking, but do we have enough? But do we have enough? But do we have enough? I mean, for such a long time, the answer was no, we didn't have enough when we had to make do. But the truth is that that's not the situation today. And I still have this stress about money. And I still do these calculations in my head. How much does this cost? How much does this make? If I do this, how much potential profit is there in it? It's an exhausting narrative. And actually, I was in a class today where we were talking about basic business accounting, and the instructor talked about this old TV show character who said, don't spend $1 to track a dime. And that's really what I'm doing. I'm spending $1 to track a dime. I'm spending a lot of energy and stress and worry on tracking money transactions that are already tracked and doing budget calculations that I already do. But it's just this running tally in my head. And so I don't know how I'm going to work on giving that up, that like really sort of micromanaging problematic relationship with money, in order to focus more on the relationship I want to have with money, which is just fun and beautiful and growing and natural and focused on abundance and gratefulness, gratitude, that kind of stuff. So those are my 2 intentions for the week, is to ask for what I want and be direct about it, and to note when I'm leaning on this toxic side of relationship with money, and when I can adjust and shift that back towards this more beautiful cooperation with money that I want to have. I want to build things with money, and I want to do things with money, and I want to invest it well, and I want to see it grow, and I want it to be out in the world and doing that for other people too. And so that is something to put my energy towards, not this dollars and cents calculation bullshit, especially right now. There's no reason for it. It was a good tool when I was in a scarcity situation, and now it's become a problematic habit. So focusing on that. What are your intentions for the week? Put them down below. Who'd you get to hug this weekend if you got to hug anybody? Who you're looking forward to hugging? Let's talk about it. See you on Thursday.